Okay guys, Mr. Surplus Nut, bringing this other second part of this video on quick reloading, and I just want to show you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I want to show you guys this powder dispenser from Midway that I purchased that at Midway, but on the kit that came with the Challenger kit, and it's the Lee dispenser. Very nice. To me, it's a highly precise tool. Okay, a lot of people, oh, you gotta go with the Reddings that has the actual micrometer here. This is actually, I will say this is more or less like a little micrometer, the one that comes with this one, if you know how to use it really good. And on this case, I want to show you guys, I have the scale, the digital scale, ready to go. Okay, let me zoom on there already. It's got, so you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. I want to do a couple of, drop a few charges, a few, measured charges, so you guys can see how precise this thing really is. And up there we have the little container on top with a Barget powder in there, and I'm actually loading 42 grains. So I want to show you guys how precise this thing is once you set it right. Okay, and it's super cheap. It's like the cheapest powder dispenser there is out there in the market. And the reason why I use this cup is because if you were to just dump it straight into the little powder dish, it's gonna splatter everywhere. So I got this nice, shallow cup, and I just keep it there. When I'm gonna pour it, I just lifted it up a little, make sure everything's there. And right now we have the powder in here. Okay, as you guys can see. And we're gonna go ahead and turn over to where the scale is, just so you guys can see it, how precise this little dispenser is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dump the powder in here. Okay, and set it on the scale. Let's see how much this thing gave me. Okay, right there it gave me 42.1. Now what I do is I dump a little bit more. I'll dump a little bit into the Reddings powder trickler. Okay, just to get that charge going. And it's right on the money now. 42 grains of powder. Okay, so he just dumped one little grain past 42. Okay, so let's see what he does again. Let me back out. Let me back up, because I gotta dump this powder now over here on the funnel. Okay, always when you dump your powder in the funnel, remember to lift up your funnel and put it on the case right behind it to make sure you don't overfill it twice. That's happened many times. It could happen. Okay, so let's go back to the powder dispenser and let's try this again. Let's dump another charge. Okay, let's go over to the scale and dump it in here, and let's see what we get now. Right on the money. Okay, 42 grains of Barget powder. So this Lee powder dispenser, if you set it up right, okay, it will work wonders for you. Okay, so right there we got 42 powder. Let's back it up, and we're gonna go ahead and move over to the funnel here, dump it in there. Okay, let's move this to the back, and let's just load those two cartridges to see what kind of run out we're getting. So I'm gonna pull the cartridge out. Remember, I'm trying to do this at the same time and work with this here. We're gonna put it on the press. Okay, we're gonna get a bullet, Sierra Match King 168 grain. I'm gonna put it on there. Now, when I ram this up, I don't just ram it all the way. What I do is, once I feel that it starts seating it, I go like halfway. Like, let's say instead of 100% seating it all the way, I go about 50. I take it out and I turn the case a little bit. Okay, that will cut down your run out, because as the bullet goes in, okay, a lot of times it might go in perfectly straight, even though this is like the best die there is, the redding competition die. But I've noticed that if I get like, let's say like 2.5 run out, what I do is I pull it back out and I put the case, you know, like let's go ahead and check the run out on this here. Okay, well, let me see, because I don't think we went all the way, so let's just go all the way. I did all the way. And let's go over to the case inspector and check what's our run out. We're gonna put it in there. We're gonna put it in there and let's check it out. Look at that. So you guys can see I'm turning the whole bullet, okay, the whole cartridge. This is what I get all the time. This will make your groups all go in one hole. You see this? How straight this bullet is in that case on the neck. Okay, see how I'm turning the case completely? Hold on, it just went out. There we go. I'm turning the case completely, so you guys can see. I'm gonna focus on the dial, okay, and then so you guys can actually see. Okay, I'm gonna turn it. That's how much I'm getting. I'm turning the whole round all the way around. It's moving all the way around. Not even one. And remember, if you get like 1/1000 off, you always divide that into 2, because you have the circumference of your neck and you divide that into 2. You divide your run out. So right now, I don't even have 1. I don't even have 0.5. So this will be, I don't even know what to call this. Okay, so that is, guys, this is a perfect round. Norma 308 case Sierra Match King 168 grain bull tail bullet with 42 grains of barget powder. This thing, if I get 5 rounds like this and I shoot it out of my precision bench rest rifle that you guys, I hope you've seen it, it'll do one little raggedy hole like the size of a dime. All right, let's go ahead and do another round. Okay. Well, you know what? I forgot I got one here on the, I had this one here on the block. So let's just put it on the press. Okay, we're gonna go over there right now to the press, and just so I can show you guys, I put the bullet, okay, and as I go up, you see that little thing how it starts catching on the die itself, the redding competition die. Once I see, okay, now I know that I'm just starting to touch the neck of the case. I'm only gonna go halfway. You see that going halfway? I'm gonna come back out and I'm gonna turn it like halfway around, and I'm gonna go up again. And if you want, you can do this a few times. Just keep turning the case. Keep turning the case. This will make, it'll for sure guarantee it that the bullet, it's being seated completely even on the actual case. Okay, you want to see the results of that? All right, let's move over here again to the case inspector. And I'm gonna take this round and put it in here, and we're gonna check this out now. Okay, this one seems to have a little more. This is a good example. Okay, and let's see if we can drop that down. Okay, that one has about three thousandths. Now let me see if I putting it back in here, we can cut it down. We might not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We're gonna go back to the press, and we're just gonna get this in here a few more times. Okay, let's go back here to the case inspector and see what we got. Let me see. I think we got about the same. Oops, sorry. Let me see. I think we got about the same. Yeah, we went a little bit less. See, there is starting like 2 on the right side of the 0. We're gonna go 1, 2. So it's barely making it to 3. See how it comes back? So we kind of like corrected it a little bit, because before I think it was going to one line on the left of the 0, which makes it maybe 3. But remember, this you divide it in half, so I'm still getting like 1.5 thousandths of an inch of run out, which is good. Okay, so let's go ahead, back this up. Guys, bear with me because I don't have my son here helping me recording, so I'm trying to do this myself. Let's do one more real quick. Let's throw the charge in here and see how close we get with this. Let's put it on the scale. And this time it dumped about 41.8, which is good, because I mean that's why we have the Redding's power trickler, which is the best one out there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and top off that charge. Let's try to get a better view there. 41.9. Yeah, that should bring it up to 2. There you go. 42. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and throw it back in the funnel. There's all the powder there. We're gonna throw it back in the funnel. Okay, throw it back in the funnel, and we'll come back to finish this.